Hey guys, welcome back to part two of my random stacks of Charlton series. I actually tried to make this video the same night I made the first one, and I got about 7 minutes in, and for some reason my camera kicked off. I don't know what the deal was, and by that time I was pretty tired, and I didn't want to go back and redo it or edit it. But anyway, we'll just start all over, and this is part two, and hopefully we can get through it without any technical difficulties. First off, we got some Peter Cannon Thunderbolt, one of my favorite Charlton characters, if not the favorite. This is issue number 1, and I think I said before in the last video the numbering was kind of convoluted on this, so it kind of jumps from like issue 1 to issue 51 or 52 or something. But I'll get into that later. But anyway. Pretty good mid-grade copy of number 1. I think I got a higher grade one in here somewhere. But a great cover by Mr. Pete A. Morisi, or Morrissey, however you want to pronounce it. Here's a modern reprint of number 58, Peter Cannon Thunderbolt. Just love these colors. And I love the use of primary colors in this costume. I always thought that was really, really cool. Peter Cannon Thunderbolt number 59. More Morisi goodness. Strange Suspense Stories number 74. One of the few that you'll find that actually has the number on the cover, even though you have to squint to see it. Not sure about the cover artist. Really didn't do any research. I'm sure somebody can tell me though. And this is one of those books that I've probably been looking for months to try to find in my collection, and I finally found it in a box. Creepy Things number 1, one of my favorite Tom Sutton Charlton covers, with a little slimy looking frog dude there. This is a decent copy, probably I'd call it maybe a fine, but cool little title. Only lasted 6 issues. Love and Romance number 15. By some artist named Capello. Okay, this is Gorgo number 4. More classic Steve Ditko goodness. I always love these covers with a black background on them. Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves number 13. Cheyenne Kid 69. Some really cool Western stuff going on there. More Peter Cannon Thunderbolt, a little different logo. Number 60. Cheyenne Kid number 68. And this is worth noting, and I really want to do just a video dedicated to it, but there was a backup feature started in issue 66, and I think went through, or maybe it was 61. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back. But either way, there's a backup feature called Wander, and it was like an extraterrestrial, like an alien, coming to Earth to the Old West in the 1800s. And the first 5 or 6 issues were illustrated by Jim Aparo, and it's one of my favorite things ever as far as backup features. And but I think it ran about 20 issues, like from issue 60 something to maybe 87. I'll have to go check on it. But I really want to do a video and just kind of maybe do a behind the cover thing on a couple of issues to show you some early Jim Aparo stuff. Speaking of which, Aparo on the cover of the Phantom number 36. And this was right before he started his Aquaman run at DC. And I can tell it's really similar to some of the early Aquaman stuff, just from the cover. Cheyenne Kid 66. All New Yang number 1. Warren Sattler. Really nice cover on that one. Ghostly Haunts, number 35. Wayne Howard. And we'll get another stack going here. Haunted, or Baron Rowell's Haunted Library, number 35. I always thought that was a very cool story about Joe Staton. The Egg. Haunted, number 20, with a really nice grizzly looking Tom Sutton cover. It's my high grade copy. And what might be my favorite, if there is such a thing, Charlton Tom Sutton cover, Ghostly Haunts, number 40. Just love this cover. And the colors on this one are like outstanding. Really nice looking copy there. And he signed this one Grizzly, which he oft times did when he signed his work. But probably one of my, if not my favorite Charlton cover by Sutton, one of the in the top 3 anyway. Outer Space, number 1. Pat Boyd on the cover. Some cool Silver Age sci-fi. More Peter Cannon Thunderbolt. Not sure about the number. Okay. Usually I couldn't see it. Okay. It's a little offset. It's the same. It's another copy of the same book. And this is issue 58, looks like. Kind of hard to tell. But another great Pete Morisi cover. Another nice looking cover. Haunted Love, number 8. And I'm not sure. Oh, this is Don Newton. Don Newton painted cover. Really beautiful. Haunted Love, number 5, with another wonderful Tom Sutton art job on the front. Haunted Love, number 4, with a Joe Staton cover. Number 3, more Sutton. Beyond the Grave, number 11. Number 12. The Ditko cover. More of the same with issue 17. I call this one a Captain Strangelove cover because of the yellows and greens and reds in the cover. Peter Cannon Thunderbolt, number 56, appears like. And I'm not sure. This looks like issue 57, maybe. It's really hard to tell, especially when you've got failing eyesight. Okay. One of my favorite Ditko covers. This is the first volume of Ghost Manor. It's number 15. One of my absolute favorites that Ditko did in this run. It's kind of funny. I think either later on in this run or probably towards the end of the second volume, they used part of this image and kind of reversed it for another cover. I'm pretty sure it'll be in these stacks. But a really cool Steve Ditko piece. More Ditko. Number 16. I think that's the first 20-cent cover title. Ghostly Haunts 27. Probably one of my originals. Pretty beat up. Love You, number 95. I guess this is something of note. This is a cover by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, who was another guy that kind of started at Charlton. Everybody remembers all the great work he did for DC. Got a nice little date stamp up there. And hey, you get a free pinup poster of David Cassidy. Throw a shout out to my buddy Rod, Dr. Silver Age, for the David Cassidy reference. Hey, I like the Partridge Family too, dude. All New Teenage Love, number 96. It's like one of my originals. Little beater copy. Ghost Manor, number 17. More Tom Sutton. And number 3, I might have showed this in another video, or I might have a better copy, but this one is, I know this is one of the ones that I got from my cousin when I was a kid, because either he or somebody else wrote all over it, and I think he was actually a Kiss fan, because you can kind of see. And I really, a lot of these books I can remember getting from my cousin. I don't know if I talked about him or not, but they had him and his brother had a big steamer trunk just full of everything, Marvel and DC and Charlton. But this is the first time I saw Charlton books was when I'd go trade comic books with him, or as we used to say back in the day, funny books. And I think they might have actually had it in a yard sale or something, because they had like a 15-cent cover price on it. Yeah, but for that reason alone, you know, I want to keep these books, because my cousin passed away several years ago, so this is kind of in remembrance of him. Another great Steve Ditko cover. It's got great colors on it. Ghost Manor, number 2. This is the second series. Space Adventures, number 9. I'm sure these are all Steve Ditko Captain Atom reprints, but great stuff nonetheless. The originals are kind of pricey, so. Some more Haunted Love. Looks like a Sutton painted cover, number 10. And a great Western cover, a painted cover, Billy the Kid, number 112. Another Warren Sattler art job on the cover. And this is, I think, my reading copy of this one, Monster Hunters number 3. You can tell this is the original. The bottom part is torn off, but this I've, if you've watched Charlton 66 videos, our buddy Steve, he's kind of shown you a little bit of the Creepy Things hardcover, some stuff by Tom Sutton. Great hardback. I've probably read my copy 3 or 4 times. But this is originally an altered job, but I think in the original, of course, they had to go up to a comic host, but in the original, part of the young lady's attire here was like dipped below her chest area, kind of exposing something, so they had to change that one. So this is the altered art job to that one. And everybody knows Geronimo Jones, right? No? Okay. Anyway, Geronimo Jones, number 8. Some more Bronze Age Western stuff. Another nice Peter Cannon Thunderbolt, number 55, I think. It's a nice high-grade copy. Just love the colors on that. And number 54 appears to be. It was great Pete Morisi poses. Okay. Get this last little stack. Finish this one up. Okay. You just heard me talk about how the image on the Ghost Manor book was swiped and reversed. It's on Ghost Manor number 69, where they took, let's see if I can find the book again, but they reversed the image and used it for another cover, actually. So if I can find that book. Nope. I thought it was in here. Yeah, here we go. So you can kind of see they took this image and reversed it and just kind of cut it off and gives you the cover to the other book. So kind of see what's going on there. Thought that was kind of cool. So obviously this is a reprint, or at least the cover's a reprint. Ghost Matter number 69. And here's a Pat Boyette painted cover. This kind of reminds me more of like an old Go Key cover. You know, where Go Key had a lot of painted covers. Ghost Matter number 26. This reminds me of some stuff you might have seen on Dr. Spectre or Boris Karloff or Twilight Zone from Go Key. Those type painted covers. Very cool. Ghostly Tales number 83. The 15-cent cover. Beyond the Grave number 14. A cover by Larson. Kind of had a kind of reminds me of an early John Byrne style. Haunted number 4. Great purple background. Or Steve Ditko. Another awesome, if I may use the word, Tom Sutton cover. Haunted number 17. And what's not to love about that? And we have Haunted number 27. Same artist. Okay, I have 2 copies of this. I need to upgrade, but this is issue number 52. This one, somebody had been pretty liberal with a marker and kind of colored it all in. Other than that, it's, you know, it'd probably be like a fine condition other than the marker. And this one right here is my original beater. Same issue number 52. As I like to say, well loved. And the last book I have, more Thunderbolt, number 53 it appears to be. If I'm wrong about this, I'm just going to blame it on failing eyesight. But more Pete Morisi goodness on that one. Alright guys, I appreciate you sticking around. I sure had a ball going through this stuff, and I'll have even more fun integrating it into the collection when I get to those Charlton boxes again. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. Appreciate all the comments and questions, and I will see you soon. Onward and upward.